Police searching tonight for 4-year-old Texas toddler Lesley Perez, who vanished from an empty lot across from her home Tuesday night. Lesley was playing baseball with a group of kids, including her older sister, when a man reportedly stepped out of a white pickup, hit her sister in the head, and grabbed Lesley. Authorities believe the suspect targeted the toddler and that she could be in grave danger.
Straight out to Michael Board, WOAI News Radio. Michael, this child playing in her front yard with her big sister and friends, and a guy snatches her out of the front yard?
Yeah, it's really a parent's worst nightmare. This girl, remember, she's only 4 years old, just acting like any normal 4-year-old girl. They were out playing baseball with some friends last night. Like it was just said, someone came up, grabbed her, pushed away her sister, and then took off in a speeding pickup truck. And what's scary about this, Nancy, Hidalgo, Texas, where this happened, is right on the Texas-Mexico border. Literally, it's like a couple-minute drive, and you're out of the country. This kidnapping happened at 9 o'clock last night. A warning to the border guards did not go out until 4 o'clock this morning. There's absolutely, if you went to Mexico, no way they could have seen this coming and stopped it.
To Matt Zarell, also on the story. Matt, what can you tell me about the 12-year-old's big sister trying to stop the kidnapper?
Well, apparently they were playing outside in a lot which is right next to the house where a lot of them play baseball and play sports frequently. And apparently the guy drove up. It was one man in a Ford F-150. It's in the 80s car. It's an old car. And apparently what happened is he got out of the car. The 12-year-old was trying to protect her sister, and that's when the man hit her on the top of the head, took the 4-year-old, and left.
He hit the 12-year-old little girl. He beat her in the head
to
fight her off?
Yes.
Back to Michael Board with WOAI News Radio. What can you tell me about the description of the perp?
He is a man. They believe he is about 5'7". They believe he's possibly a white male. He is in a white pickup truck. It's actually with Texas license plates. They believe that it's just a normal-looking guy. It looks like a lot of people who live around in this area, so not a very good description of the guy. They're hoping that someone might see this girl. She was wearing a lime green shorts, a green striped shirt. What's specific about her is she's got a small scar over her right eyebrow. She's also got a birthmark on the upper side of one of her legs. That's really what police are keying into, because her description is much better than the description that they have of the person who snatched this little girl.
Now, tell me about the vehicle, Michael Board, the vehicle in which the perp was seen.
It was a late model Ford F-150. Really, not really very distinct. It looks like a lot of pickup trucks that are down here in the Valley of Texas. The only thing that's specific about this is it did have an aftermarket exhaust, but really...
Whoa, it had what?
An aftermarket exhaust. Someone put a special
that?
Exhaust that it makes loud noises. It's supposed to make the truck run better, but it's something that's very common. This isn't something special. This is, pretty much you see this on a lot of pickup trucks down here. So really, Texas authorities don't have a lot to go on with the suspect because it looks like a lot of people down here in the border area. They're really hoping that people will spot the girl because she is much more remarkable, especially with that small scar above her right eyebrow, than the suspect in this case.
Well, my concern is if it's above her right eyebrow, she takes her bangs and swoops them over the right eye. So I don't know if anybody would see that scar. What time was the abduction, Michael Board?
Like I said, the abduction happened at 9 o'clock last night. And what's really frustrating to people who are watching this and wondering, why did this alert not go out right away? There's a lot of bureaucratic mess that goes through when an Amber Alert goes out. Police have to check out, did the girl run away? Was it a family member? Is she maybe next door? So, it's that time and it's the bureaucratic process that really bogs this down. She was abducted 9 o'clock last night. The Amber Alert here in Texas did not go out until 4 o'clock this morning. That's a lot of time. That's like 7 hours of this person with this girl. Who knows where he could be?
To Mark Class. Mark, I am just sick about this. The little girl in her own front yard playing with her little sister and their friends playing baseball in their front yard as much as a 4-year-old can play baseball. And a guy brazenly comes up and takes the girl, beats the sister off, beating her in the head.
brazen and brutal, not unlike the kidnapping in San Bernardino that we were talking about only last week. But Nancy, I have some updated information here. They're looking for a specific person. They're looking for 40-year-old Raul Ornelas. He is 5'4". He is 165 pounds. They've updated the vehicle information. They're now looking for a 2002 blue Chevrolet Cavalier four-door sedan with Texas plates, 8755BZ, SBZ.
Okay, you know, Mark, just as you're telling us the updated information, we have some more. Matt Zarrell, what do you have?
Apparently, this guy had met with the FBI and law enforcement, and they have ruled him out as part of it. But one thing that just happened moments ago is a POI was taken in for questioning. This is apparently a man who knows...
Person of interest.
Yes. This is a person who they believe has some connection to the victim. They're not saying he's a suspect, but they're saying that he may know someone that's involved in this. They brought the Perez family in to try and identify him.
What more can you tell me, Matt? They brought the family down to police headquarters to try to ID a person of interest? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this report just came in moments ago. We're still scrambling to find out what happened. And we understand that this guy may know who's involved or may know something about what happened to her.
Okay, Mark Class, let's see, that's about 24 hours since the girl was taken.
Yeah.
Statistically, she could still be alive.
Well, absolutely. If the intent was murder, she would have been murdered most likely within the first 3 hours. Here's what I can tell you. Beyond Missing, the program that I'm involved in, when the Amber Alert was issued, we sent out, and I've got this right here, we sent out 1,200 emails, 100 text messages, 1,300 faxes to every law enforcement agency, media outlet, highway hotel, fast food outlet, and convenience store within a 100-mile radius. We did that during the first Amber Alert, and then it was updated with pictures a couple of hours later, and we did it again. If this guy is within that 100-mile radius, they're going to get him. If it's this guy Raul, they've got him.
All I can say is God help the police right now to try to save this little girl's life. Karen Stark, what does it tell you about the perpetrator that he comes right up in the front yard?
That he is capable of violence, that he is so desperate to have this little girl. And think about it, Nancy, he chose her from all the children that were playing right there, knocked out her sister. He wanted this 4-year-old. It's very scary.